Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Hold on. Welcome to my channel. My name is Laura, aka PURPLEXEDQT. And whew, I was so not even going to go live tonight. I'm in the middle of doing 100 other things, but something came up and I had to. So sorry about the look. I've been cleaning all day. I'm just a mess. Joseph! I love you, Joseph. So, whoo, I'm so excited. Joseph in the house. Where's Desiree? All right. So I was cleaning all day. And sorry, I don't even have fancy lights. I got nothing on right now. This is pure me. Messy and cleany and painting. And yeah, it's one of those days. So, and it's not even going to be a long live. But since Joseph is here, I got to say, Joseph, we hit 20K. Woo woo. And I'm very excited about that. And yeah, we hit 20K. Woo woo. All right. So I was cleaning. All right. I was listening to different people. I know right now Kurt's live and Zav Girl's live and everyone's live. And I wanted a break from Kylie. Like, you know how you just need that break once in a while? So that's where I was at today. Like, I just needed a break. Started watching this new series on Netflix. Oh, yeah, that's Baby Gap in the corner. So first, let me say hi to everyone. What's up, members, Patreons, future members, future Patreons, former members, former Patreons, everyone in between. And, Allie, that's awesome. So, okay. I don't even know why my name gets dragged into shit like this, okay? For those of you that are new, you have to understand something about me. I stand on my own. I don't need to partner up with anybody. I do it because I choose to. I don't need to panel up with people. I do it if I choose to. But I've always been one that stood on my own. I don't need, anybody. I can't say too much without giving away too much. But I don't need anyone like taking me under my wing or anything. I stand on my own. Okay? Always have.
Oh, you're live. Never mind.
Hold on, what?
Just say, can we order my desk tomorrow?
Yeah. I don't need, I stand on my own. I don't, the only people that I need behind me are my supporters. Obviously my subs and everything else, but, my Patreons, my members, but even my members, my subs, my Patreons know that we are in our own group. Like, I get a lot of hate for whatever reason, but I get a lot of hate. And because I get a lot of hate, people that stand behind me also get a lot of hate, unfortunately. Beanie, you got one last chance. I don't know who the fuck you are, but you're starting to really annoy me. So either you're for us or you're against us, plain and simple. But nobody's been able to read your comments correctly, so try to do better. And make sure you hit that thumbs up. But one thing that everyone knows about me is if you are a diehard supporter of me, you'll probably get hate in other chats. You were like the black sheep, which is fine. I'm totally cool with that. I stand on my own. But because I stand on my own, a lot of people have a lot to say. I'll give you an example, okay? I just found out tonight that, no, that's a Baby Gap. I just found out tonight that there is a live stream going on that's talking about my son's Legos. Really? An entire live stream talking about my son and his Legos. Why? Why? Is every single body's life that fucking lame and boring that you got to talk about something I posted on my community post? Wow. Okay. Like, that's the kind of people that we deal with. So I wanted to take a break from Kylie for a minute, okay? Oh, yeah, I'm not kidding you. I just found this out. Isn't that cool, though? And some people are like, well, how did you not know he made them? Because he's almost 18. I don't frequent his room often, except today when it was disgusting. I said, all right, it's got to get done. And he's sick, so I wanted to do the floors and everything. But I'm sorry I don't frequent my almost 18-year-old kid's room. It's not like he's 5. So anyway, so moving on. And if you want to see it, it's on my community post. It's the coolest thing ever. I'm going to ask him when he gets home, like when he made it. So anyway, so I happen to listen to the Glarer. I figure there's no reason he'd be talking about me, whatever, you know, maybe he's talking about something good. Maybe he's talking about something interesting. Okay, whatever. So then I hear something that literally made me stop what I was doing. Like, I literally stopped what I was doing and set up the live. I could not even believe what the fuck I heard. And I was like, wow, this drunk motherfucker is about to get called out. So first I want to show you, how I know he's drunk and how he goes from one thing to the next and is all of his maybe. You can see the progress of someone who's drunk and then getting drunker and drunker and drunker. And by the end of it, he's talking about me. And I went livid. Isn't that sick what he made? He'll be home. He should be home by the time his live is over. So hold on. You got to see this. What? Oh, and he made me so mad. The first thing I want to say is, who the fuck does he think he is? Did I erase it? That who the fuck does he think he is? Welcome, Gator. That he just automatically thinks that it's okay to talk about everybody else. Why is he always talking about everybody else? Why don't you worry about yourself? Why don't you just focus on you? Stop worrying about everybody else. Like, he's such a fucking loser. All right. So this is him before alcohol hits. Okay? Oh, wait, before I even go there. I have never watched the Glarer from beginning to middle, but you guys have got to see this. I didn't even know it existed until one of my members put in member chat another live that talked about it. So I was like, gee, I wonder what they're talking about. Let me go ahead and check it out. Oh my God. I cannot even believe that he does this. So if you guys have not seen this before, you are going to laugh your ass off. Hold on. Where's my display capture? All right. Okay, guys, ready? Are you ready for this? Be prepared to sit back and laugh your ass off. Now, keep in mind, I didn't make that. That's his opening for his own videos. So that's not something that I made or somebody made up for him. Like, this is what he did. He went to iMovie on his phone, and he used a trailer, and every single picture in the trailer is of him. I was laughing my ass off. Like, can you get any more full of yourself than that? I was like, wow. And so now I knew why they were making fun of him, but wow. Just wow. Yeah. Director of photography, Cherry Love Real Crime. Like, oh my God. I can't. Talk about a narcissist. Exactly. He's his biggest own fan. Like, at least if you're going to do something like that, use fake people. But to put this, that's your opening, and you're talking about other people. Wow. But yeah, this is his opening. Nope, not a clip channel intro. This is the beginning of every single one of his lives. I thought the same thing. I had no idea what these people were talking about. And I was like, I wonder. Thank you, Pippa. I was like, I wonder if it's as bad as they think it is. Sure enough, there it is, as bad as I thought it was.
Welcome, everybody. I hope everybody's...
Okay, now watch his speech for the first couple of minutes as compared to where we're going to go to in a minute. And just remember, though, this is a man who calls out everybody else, who thinks everybody else is a tragic pimp, who thinks everybody else is so bad, and he's just so wonderful.
He's having a good Saturday. I am. Every once in a while on Saturday, like there's this little like family-owned joint, right? Like a diner type place. And they have like on Saturdays at a certain time for like $20, bro. And they let you do this to go. No place does this, right? But this place does. And you get like all you can eat catfish and all you can eat wings. And you go to the salad bar and make this gigantic ass salad. And you get this big ass thing of fries. And you get this little thing of potato salad, but that's straight. That's cool. Yeah. So that's going to feed me for like a couple of days, which I think is awesome. I love it. I'm really, really excited about it. Because I had some of the wings earlier and I feel really good that I had those. Except for the fact that like I feel like a fat fuck, but
thank you, Blackjack, because I thought the exact same thing. Who the fuck curls their hat that much? And what 40-something-year-old man wears the Spider-Man faded out shirt? Just asking.
Glad that I had them, and that I have that, and the salad I just put in the fridge, and I'm gonna eat that tomorrow. Like that's a whole meal in itself because it's like it comes in like a container. Like this is the wings. I mean, big ass thing. So yeah, I'm really, really, really happy about that. But I can't do it every Saturday because then I get sick of it. But I hadn't done it in like a month, and I was like thinking about it all day, and then I went and got it, and I was just like, yes. So yeah, so I'm having a good Saturday. And, I got my Diet Dr. Pepper.
Watch this.
And I,
because everybody does that when they're drinking a Dr. Pepper, right? Just listen to all the ums. Just watch.
Last night, I went live completely unrelated from the stuff that we normally do. It was just supposed to be a fun live. And it really was. It turned out super fun. And everybody who joined me last night, I'm really glad that you did. And I'm really grateful to you guys. I know it was late, so a lot of you couldn't join because you guys have early bedtimes and whatnot. I didn't start it till after midnight. And we just watched videos of Karen's like freaking out. And that's always fun to me. I had a lot of good laughs, and it made me think of something because I have a Patreon, and I haven't done the Patreon in a long time. And the Discord, there's 2 Discords that I have. I'm not even in one of them. But there's 2 Discords that I have. One is for members. And there's another one that is for the Patreons. And Cherry, you're going to have to rename that because I'm going to get to that. But the other one's for my Patreons. But the thing about that is I haven't done a Patreon stream in like forever. Because the little gimmick that I was doing, like if you guys remember like that show Drunk History, and it's a segment on Funny or Die. That's how it started. It was this thing, Drunk History, where a celebrity would get like hammered drunk and then explain some point in history, some significant event in history. And so I decided to do that with old crime cases. And I didn't really think that.
Okay, so you guys get the clue with all the Okay, now, after alcohol, listen to how fluid his speech is. After he's got some alcohol in his system, you know, that Diet Coke that he says he's drinking.
Let it rest.
What here? Let me read you I said this to another a friend of mine.
Wow. She's talking about Kylie's mom making that statement. Right off the bat, she sounds so ungrateful.
Kylie's mom, and I hyperlinked it. That was the comments I made.
So what I would need you to do is eat what's in my diaper, lick the diaper clean, possibly lick my ass, and then put the diaper back on me.
Let's pull it back to just a little bit further. Like, we're the taxpayers here, lady. Yeah. You know, we just funded 20,000 hours of searching for your daughter to be spit in our face.
Go on, get started.
You didn't do shit, first of all. You did nothing. And you are not entitled to anything. Because the respectful thing to do is to honor this woman's wishes. The respectful thing to do is to just simply respect her. What's so hard about that? I mean, but when you're somebody who's incapable.
Notice all the ums went away, all the hesitation, all the self-doubt, all of the insecurities, all of a sudden went away with beer. So, Will, for you, I have this to show you. Because that's Will. Get me some alcohol, and you know what? It's all good. I don't even hesitate. I got self-confidence. My dick just got bigger.
Of respect. And when you're somebody who's incapable of accountability and self-awareness, and you're somebody who's incapable of empathy, well,
like yourself. But the scary part is Betty doesn't get, as much as I don't like Betty Butthead, she doesn't get on a panel drunk as fuck. She gets on there sober like the rest of us. I'm sorry that you can't do a live sober because you wouldn't even know how to act because you're that fucked up and you're that jealous of everybody else that you've just shown beer goggles. You just proved that you have no self-confidence without that alcohol. But as soon as you start drinking, Glarer, there you go. You're confident now. You're talking shit. You got something to say about everybody. How about you handle your alcohol problem and do lives like sober like the rest of us? Then maybe you could fucking pick on someone else. Welcome, Robbie. Or welcome back.
Then I would expect to hear shit like that come out of your mouth.
Oh, she does her lives drunk? Oh, well.
Started.
To produce results that are not victimizing anybody or violating anyone else's rights, but your rights are not included in that.
So I want to know why this drunk thinks that his opinion matters. That's what I want to know. I want to know why this alcoholic thinks that his opinion is gospel. You are an alcoholic, Will. You get on every single live that you do drunk. Who the fuck are you to call out anybody? Well, now I'm calling you out. Go get help. There's AA, there's NA, there's places that you can get help for your problem. But if you want to be taken seriously, you might want to put down the alcohol first.
The right to know what they're doing is not included in that.
You can even see it in his face how drunk he is.
As press, granted, they do need to keep the integrity of the investigation closed, but this is of great public concern. And so, with that being said, I respectfully, I respect everything you say, and I agree.
No, you don't.
Especially with the kid, I've said that on this channel as well. But I, as far as we don't have a right to know, I absolutely respectfully disagree. That's the whole purpose of the press. That's the whole purpose.
Right to go in there and start harassing kids and asking them questions and disrupting what because in her mind she's like, well, that's how you get answers to what happened at the party. I guarantee you that law enforcement already spoke to these people. And the funny thing
is that your drunk ass thinks anybody cares what your opinion is. That's the funny thing, Will. I hate to say it, but it's true.
Is about that is in the statement that Kylie's mom made publicly, she thanked her friends in the media who were respecting the fact to leave that alone and keep that sacred. Because people who actually do have real press credentials had enough scruples to stay the fuck out of there and leave that be.
Last time I checked, Betty was not in California visiting the family. Last time I checked, I don't think Betty flew to California to deal with the family or go to the memorial. So everything you're saying, Will, keep drinking because you're wrong. But my part's coming up.
That's how we know you're not really press.
I have press credentials and everything.
And I'm sorry, but the woman who drove 8 hours to come and stream a very emotional ceremony, that was wrong, because even in comments, people, they were upset.
I don't know who did that.
The stream was actually being shared. So if she really cared,
it is not about taking pictures. It is not about a murder investigation. That's probably not even a murder. It's not about anything other than remembering this 16-year-old girl who lost her life way, way, way too early. That's all that was about. Nothing else.
So this is my question. Who is the actual exploiter? Is it the YouTube creators that are creating content that lots of people want to talk about and want to see? Or is it these drunk assholes who use those content creators for content? Who would technically be the one exploiting the case? Wouldn't that be these people that use creators for their own content and then say that they're doing the right thing because they're not exploiting? But you're using the content of a creator, so wouldn't that make you the exploiter, right? Some reason a lot of these channels want to call out people for exploiting cases, but they're the ones that are trying to make money exploiting people who they believe are exploiting the cases. Am I making sense? But the only people that are actually exploiting the cases are the people that are trying to do that. So there's that.
So no, you don't have the right to go in there and start fucking with people and disrupting that.
and you don't have a right to call out. I mean, you have the right to call out whoever you want, but don't expect people to take you seriously because you are the tragedy pimp. You have zero content of your own. You do zero research of your own. You have sucked the asses of every female creator that would let you. And the only tragedy pimp is you, Will. I don't know how you don't see this. You are the tragedy pimp because you take everybody else's tragedy and try to make it your own. That makes you a tragedy pimp because you're making money off of other people's work. You're making money off other people's tragedies. So you're actually the tragedy pimp.
But it's not about having permission. It's about having boundaries.
Exactly.
Respect for
That's what the law's for.
community.
As long as they're confining with the.
There you go. If he's doing it for the right reasons, then he should turn off his super chats. He's a hypocrite. That's my whole point. Hey, Snoopy, that is my entire point. Total fucking hypocrite.
Law.
I was there. I didn't
I
go
think I
there
need
for
to say
glitz and
Wow,
I
dude.
went there for the family, for the
And kudos to you.
Oh, Rob, I'm getting to that.
Kudos to you. You're wanting your will to be spread upon everybody else.
Now, see, I have a little bit of a problem with that. I mean, I guess it doesn't really harm anything.
Who fucking cares what your drunk ass has a problem with? Why do you think Betty cares what your problem is? You are sitting here making money off of Betty's thoughts, Betty's work, Betty's channel. That's how you're making money. You are the only tragedy pimp, and you're a drunk tragedy pimp at that.
But, you know, at some point, there's going to be people there that knew and loved Kylie that are going to be like, why the fuck are all these people that we don't even know here? You know what I mean? So there's that, but you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't go. You know what I mean? I didn't know that girl. That to me is a very...
Then why have you spoke about her every single time you go live? Why do you act like she was your best friend, or she was your daughter, or she was your nephew? What makes anything you're doing any different than what Betty's doing? Absolutely nothing, except Betty's not drunk when she's doing it, and you are. That's about the only difference.
Very intimate thing, and the fact that they were saying boundaries, you know, if they didn't disrupt anything, okay, that's fine. But at the same time, I would not... I would feel like I would be disrupting boundaries by being there.
You would, because you would be drunk and you would probably be slobbering all over. And yeah, you'd probably wear a hat, which, you know, anyone knows you don't wear a hat to a memorial service, but you probably would. And yeah.
When I didn't know this girl, I'm just a YouTuber. And I'm following the case. And even if I'm not a YouTuber who's just following the case, I don't belong there.
You're following the case, but you haven't said a fucking word about the case. The only things you have talked about is Ryan. That is the only things you fucking talked about, Will, is Ryan. And now you brought me into it. And that's why we have a problem.
Amongst her friends and family. That's some weird fangirling shit. You know what I mean? It just is. Sorry, but it is. And
you want to talk about fangirling? Who is Betty fangirling? And believe me, I am no fan of Betty Butthead at all whatsoever. We never will be. But right is right and wrong is wrong. Please tell me who Betty is fangirling over. I'll wait.
Realize that they didn't mean any harm, but for you to think that you're welcome there, you know.
Wait, did Betty go there? Did I miss something? Did she go there?
It's just they're gonna be like, well, you're following the case, and that's why you're all right. I mean, okay, but that's still gonna make somebody uncomfortable just because they're not gonna be like, get that
dude. The Glarer couldn't own a condom, let alone me.
Hell out of here. You know, you're kind of taking advantage of the fact that they don't want to cause a scene. And so they're just going to be like, well, as long as you're not causing a scene, fine, you know, but it's still going to make them feel weird. You know what I mean? So the people who called in saying, yeah, I went there, but I didn't take any pictures. Still, you went there. You probably shouldn't have done that.
Who cares? Who fucking cares? Why would she care what you think? Like, seriously, why should she not have gone there? Because you say so? Because she's not sitting there getting drunk like you are? Who the fuck are you to tell somebody what they can and can't do? My part's coming up real close.
You know? Because what reason is there for you to be there? What
Maybe if you stopped drinking, you'd be able to speak more fluently.
good are you doing? You know? Like, you're there to support people that don't need your support.
How do you know who needs her support? I'll tell you what they don't need. They don't need a drunk ass like your support. I could tell you that much. They definitely don't need that.
Need each other's support, but not yours.
Else, we're all different people. You know, I would have handled my business a lot different than the person that was recording because I wouldn't have been that far away. I mean, to be honest with you, I would be up in there. I would want to get people's comments on how this has affected them in the community. I would be working, you know, in whether that is offensive to somebody or not. That's my job. I can't think of feelings.
You don't have a job.
Either do you, Will. So, again, I can't believe I'm so sticking up for Betty Butthead, but the bottom line is, if she wanted to go there and get film of it, so be it. It wouldn't be the first YouTuber that was on site. So at first it's, oh my God, YouTubers don't leave their house. Then you have YouTubers that leave their house and they shouldn't. So which is it, Will? If I remember, you were pretty close with Michael Long, weren't you? Weren't you and Michael Long kind of buddies? Weren't you preaching? And as a matter of fact, I think you went and met him, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
What the fuck are you talking about? This is somebody who equates harassing people to doing her job.
Harassing people? You constantly do videos about her, but she's harassing people? Well, you're harassing her.
This is how she justifies it. Well, I have a press pass.
No, this is how you justify it by saying, oh, I'm just calling them out. No, it's because you have no fucking content. Let's be real.
And you're not going to stop me from doing my job. And sorry if it offends you.
Oh, okay. So you can do your job, but she can't do her job. Gotcha. So your job of calling people out, that's okay. But her job, it's totally different. Make that make sense for me, please.
You that I'm completely and totally fucking up something sacred that you shouldn't even be having to go through anyway because the girl was only 16 and she's dead. But sorry if it offends you that I'm going to make this horrible situation more uncomfortable for you. The one thing that you have earned in this whole thing, the very least thing that you've earned in this entire process is to send your friend off spiritually with respects.
What in the fuck did he just say? Someone clue me. I gotta rewind that because I have no idea what the hell he just said. I'm sitting here dumbfounded like, what? What? So I'm gonna rewind that for a minute.
I handled my business a lot different than the person that was recording because I wouldn't have been that far away. I mean, to be honest with you, I would be up in there. I would want to.
No, actually, black screen, John Crimes, whatever your fucking name is. To be honest with you, I own you because every time I go live, you're in here. So really, I own you. So because you don't see me trolling your friends. Nope, sure don't. So I own you, really.
Get people's comments on how this has affected them in the community. I would be working, you know, in whether that is offensive to somebody or not. That's my job. I can't think of feelings.
You don't have a job. What the fuck are you talking about? She justifies it. Well, I have a press pass that you shouldn't even be having to go through anyway because the girl was only 16 and she's dead. But But sorry if it offends you that I'm going to make this horrible situation more uncomfortable for you.
All right, I'm sorry if it offends you. I'm going to make this situation more uncomfortable. You're giving Betty way too much power. Betty doesn't have that much power. Just saying.
One thing that you have earned in this whole thing, the very least thing that you've earned in this entire process, is to send your friend off spiritually.
Like, what the fuck is he talking about? That's the second time I heard it. I still don't understand it. Is that like a drunk rant? Is that like just something people say when they're wasted? I don't even get what he's saying. Like, I just don't. Thank you. He lost track of his own conversation. One more time.
Because the girl was only 16 and she's dead. But sorry if it offends you that I'm going to make this horrible situation more uncomfortable for you. The one thing that you have earned in this whole thing, the very least thing that you've earned in this entire process, is to send your friend off spiritually with respects. And you want to fuck that up, and you feel you're entitled to fucking that up for them.
What? That doesn't even make sense. Like, I get what he's saying. It took me 3 times, but I kind of get what he's saying, but it doesn't even make sense. And nor does it apply to Betty. Betty never even went there. She never went there. So how does this even fucking apply to her? It doesn't.
That is because you, Betty, are a piece of shit.
At least she's not drunk.
When I'm doing my job.
Okay, well, that is why she had asked for the news reporters and everybody to not record the entire thing. They will put it out on their channel when they are ready for everyone to see the beautiful celebration they recorded.
The best way to do that is to rent a private facility so you can control what happened.
Because we're speaking about like their family relative who was murdered and speaking about the horrific events of it, probably we should do.
Okay, so let's break this down for a second.
Yeah, he gets paid for this.
Bullshit Betty says that what gives her the right to be in this place and harass those people and disrupt their time to pay their friend and loved one respect, their daughter respect, their cousin respect.
But some drunk dude, some drunk guy, it's okay because he's drunk. So it's okay for him to disrespect by doing what he's doing. That's the meaning of a tragedy pimp right there. You're looking at it. Will, you are a tragedy pimp. You are trying to act like you are all high and mighty. You're so wonderful. You're so this. Meanwhile, you are the joke. And I cannot even believe how I'm sticking up for Betty. Hey, Kimberly.
And to peacefully say goodbye in a very respectful and congregational type manner. The reason why you're justifying it is because they didn't rent a private facility where they need to lock the doors and keep assholes like you out. So basically, it's like, well, if she didn't want me to have sex with her, she shouldn't have worn that short of a skirt. She shouldn't have been naked.
What? What? Please tell me how one example works with the other one. Can someone tell me how that scenario, when you're talking about a dead girl, a dead young 16-year-old, how did those two go together?
She shouldn't have worn that short of a skirt. She shouldn't have been naked. And to peacefully say goodbye in a very respectful and congregational type manner. The reason why you're justifying it is because they didn't rent a private facility where they need to lock the doors and keep assholes like you out. So basically, you know, it's like, well,
okay. So let's go through this. So he's saying, okay, he's saying that because they made an open memorial, and I didn't hear any of this the first time, but they made an open memorial and they should have locked the door and kept people like her out. Okay, I understand that. How did we transcend into what we're about to hear next?
if she didn't want me to have sex with her, she shouldn't have worn that short of a skirt. She shouldn't have been naked. She shouldn't have showered with the door open. That's the same fucking logic.
It is? Okay. So let's look at that. Someone having an open memorial and inviting the public and you go is the same as someone who gets raped because they wore a short skirt? Did I hear that right? I'm a little dumbfounded, but I think I'm hearing that correct out of his mouth. So if someone goes to an open memorial and the person that goes, Will doesn't believe that that person needs to be there. Will doesn't believe that person should be there. But if that person does go, what you're saying is if they didn't want me there, they should have locked the doors? Okay. That's not the same as somebody who gets raped because they wore a short skirt. The justification is not the same. The logic is not the same. The premise is not the same. Did I hear that right, though? Like, I'm not crazy. Like, I heard that correctly. Let's just make sure.
So,
now, mind you, this is the same guy that showed you what a gangbang was. Like, this is the same one that, showed it.
Bullshit Betty says that what gives her the right to be in this place and harass those people and disrupt.
Okay. So what gives her the right is that it was an open memorial. Plain and simple. Forget all your other bullshit, Will. It was an open memorial.
Their time to pay their friend and loved one respect.
It's an open memorial. If someone makes an open memorial, do you understand what that means? Let me explain it to you. An open memorial means that anyone in the public can go. That's what an open... I know you don't know definitions, Will. I know you don't like looking things up. But if you need to, I'll look it up in a real dictionary, not in an urban dictionary. But I'll look it up in a real dictionary, and I'll show you that an open memorial means that everyone in the public is free to come. That's what an open memorial is, okay? Let me say it slow for you, Will. An open memorial, OPENMEMORIAL, an open memorial means that it's open to the public. That means that anybody can come. That means that you're all invited to come. That's what an open memorial is. So Betty, myself, you, this person on screen, anybody has the right to go to an open memorial. Because if it wasn't open, it would be a closed memorial. A closed memorial would mean they don't want anyone from the public. I understand I got to speak slow because you're drinking and alcohol can affect your speech and stuff, but I can't explain it any better than that.
Their daughter, respect. Their cousin, respect. and to peacefully say goodbye in a very respectful and congregational type manner.
And if they didn't want members of the public there, they would have a closed memorial. Or they would have a memorial for only the people of Truckee. Or they would have a closed memorial for only family and friends. But that's not what they wanted. They wanted an open memorial where the public could come. They wanted an open memorial where anybody can come and pay their respects to Kylie.
The reason why you're justifying it is because they didn't rent a private facility where they need to lock the doors and keep assholes like you out. So basically, you know, it's like, well, if she didn't want me to have sex with her, she shouldn't have worn that short of a skirt. She shouldn't have been naked. She shouldn't have showered with the door open.
How do you equate these two? These are not the same thing. Since I went through the first half, let me go through the second half. She raped me. I raped her because she wasn't wearing a skirt, because she was wearing a short skirt. I peeped at her or raped her or whatever because she was in a shower and left the door open. So that gave me the right. Will, you can't be this fucking stupid. Like, you just can't be. As you said, I know that alcohol can make people say things that they may regret. I understand alcohol can have an effect on people. I understand alcohol can, you know, change the way you see things. But wow, how you can equate an open memorial as someone who had sex because they were wearing a short skirt, which generally means you just raped her because she was wearing a short skirt. These are apples and pigs. That's how far apart they are. Your logic is alcohol driven. Your logic is the dumbest shit I ever fucking heard in my life.
That's the same fucking logic.
No, it's not. It is completely different logic. Completely different logic. Only an alcohol-induced mind would think that's the same logic. You can't get any further logic away from it. Holy crap.
That is exactly the same logic.
Only if you're wasted is that logic. Or if you're a rapist. If you're a rapist, that's logic. If you're a rapist, that makes perfect sense. But yeah, it says a lot about you, Glarer. That's all I gotta say.
God, what a piece of shit this lady is.
We should
No, that would be you.
do something to, like, at least benefit them and make them feel better. What do you mean feel better? They're going to feature on my YouTube channel.
Oh, this certain guy was her boyfriend and he is now arrested. Do you have 100%
Like, and kudos to Heels in the Air, because Heels in the Air has this great way of, like, making things funny, and it's hard for me to find, and it's not her fault. She's just trying to, like, add humor to something, but the problem...
And the problem is she could not even possibly add humor to you because you're so not funny.
is that what she's pointed out, there's no way to not be infuriated by...
There you go. Well, if you didn't want me to knock your teeth out, you shouldn't have opened your mouth. That's the same logic as like, I can't with him.
Hearing what she's saying. There's just no way. If you have if you have a sense of empathy towards others, there's no way to not be absolutely infuriated by the things that she's saying. You know? So adding humor to it, like, I can't laugh at the humorous parts that she's adding to the video because I'm still stewing about the things that I'm hearing her say because I'm mad. But, you know, I commend her for trying, because I love Heels in the Air and what she does. This video, I was just like, I wish that I could laugh at I feel bad that I can't laugh at the efforts that she made to make it funny.
because what she's doing is so infuriating.
Proof that was actually one of her boyfriends
If
that
you,
was arrested.
you must have read the title and didn't watch the whole video. We very much clarified.
Okay, so it's misleading titles. It's that misleading.
It doesn't matter. That's my choice to do.
Wow. Hold on. So this is Betty's title for this video. Breaking Kylie Rodney. Someone has been charged with.
Let me tell you how pathetic this man is. This title was weeks ago. This has already been discussed. This has already gone over. Why are you bringing this up now, Glarer? Are you really that hard up for content? Just saying.
With murder. Scary. Nobody was charged with anything. And yes,
thank you, quietly.
It was your choice to do, but that is absolute misinformation. And this is just another example in one video of many examples of why you are an unethical, unempathetic piece of shit.
Just like someone who goes live drunk and thinks calling other people out make them look good. You mean like that, Glarer? You mean like that type of person? Try looking in a mirror.
They were showing pictures saying this is the one that Kylie was dating.
I said potentially. Do you?
Okay, well those are potential rumors that.
That's not your.
Possibly be true.
If
Well,
you don't
that
like
is
what I do here on the Bullhorn Betty channel, it is a suggestion, a respectful suggestion. Maybe this is too intense for you to watch.
People asking why the FBI is involved in on this. If she's a minor.
Let me read the super chat real quick. BC, thank you. She is the perfect example of why respectable journalists are trying to stop YouTubers from being able to obtain press passes or attend press conferences.
Okay. Please tell me what respectable journalists are trying to stop YouTubers from able to obtain press passes. Please tell me who that is, because most respectable journalists have a YouTube channel. Every single news station has a YouTube channel. So please tell me who the respectable journalists are that are trying to stop YouTubers, and what YouTubers. The press, there's constitutional rights about the press. There are laws about the press. There are laws about a lot of things. And if these people would educate themselves just a little, they might learn something. And they give them super chats. I have no idea. Keep smiling.
What a joke. And yeah, I get that. You know, I mean, I could see, I mean, here's my thing. I think I agree with that to some degree. I don't think that you should be able to just, because we're not ready there. We're not ready yet. Look at the true crime community as it is right now. Like that's what all my content is about lately, is irresponsible.
Lately? That's all your content is everybody else, is your drunk ass opinion on everybody else.
Responsible YouTubers. And there's way too many. Do you think that these YouTubers should be allowed to have the same access as seasoned journalists?
Who the fuck are you to determine that? Why is it your right to determine it? Let's go one step further. Look at the girl whose ass you suck on a daily basis. She has put out more rumors and more bullshit than Betty has. The only difference is she has Michael Long's case and made her huge. But she puts out more bullshit than Betty does. She certainly puts out way more bullshit than I've ever done. She puts out more bullshit than anyone. But that's okay with you, right? Because you're a mod for her. Because you suck her fucking clit dry. That's why. But she's so wonderful.
Journalists that had to go to school for journalism and earn a degree.
Why? Your girl didn't go to school for journalism. Stephanie Harlow didn't go to school for journalism. So what's the difference? Are they better because they have more views? Because they have more subscribers? Because they got fucking lucky? Is that why? Nah, I don't think so, Will.
You know,
all right, let me rephrase that. Stephanie worked her ass off. As much as I don't care for her, she still worked her ass off.
You know what I mean? Like, should people just start Googling how
Hey,
to
Tragedy Pimp.
perform heart surgery, and then be able to go out and buy the medical tools to perform heart surgery, and then just perform
Heart surgery is not fucking YouTube. Oh my God. A reporter doesn't save someone's life. A YouTuber doesn't save someone's life. A medical doctor saves someone's life. So it's a bit fucking different. Betty's not out there killing anybody. She's not going to go out there and kill somebody with her bad reporting or her press pass. You can't compare that to a fucking doctor who could take somebody's life at any minute. Will, you're not this stupid, but I guess you are.
heart surgery. I mean, it's apples and oranges, but I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah, you think?
You know what I mean? Like, it's not a lot.
Wait, I don't understand something. He thinks the medical doctor and the press is apples and oranges. That's a hell of a lot closer than his example of going to an open memorial and rape. But that he didn't say was apples and oranges. That he was okay with. Make that make sense.
Life and death thing, but it's not, you know, that's not something that's it's not fair. It's not fair to
Yarn, tell Joseph how much you miss him as a mod.
somebody who's trying to learn a craft and master a craft, and they have to go to years of school to study journalism, and then some asshole can just fucking start a YouTube channel and be like, I'm the same as you.
Oh, you mean like you? You mean like you? Because that's you, Will. That is you. You think you're so special. What makes you any different than somebody else? Tell me. What makes you any different than Betty? Absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, wait. Betty probably makes more money than you. My bad.
And I have just as much of a right to do what you're doing. Like, no, dude. Like, have some fucking respect for the profession. She has no respect for the profession. Just because you fucking ordered a press pass that you might as well have gotten out of a goddamn fucking Fruity Pebbles box.
And just because you run your mouth on YouTube doesn't make you a YouTuber. Just saying.
That doesn't make you the same as somebody who studied journalism.
He's a
A lot of
minor.
people think
Well,
she's a minor, yeah.
Yeah, well, the FBI, I can tell you why the FBI is involved. That's a national park.
Right.
And there's somebody's dead. That is why the FBI is there. That's why they're involved, because it's a national park. To kill somebody in a national park like that is a felony.
I don't know if that's actually accurate or not.
How do you not know that's accurate? How are you going to play something and not know it's accurate? How are you going to act like you're all about the case and that you know everything about the case when you don't even know if that comment is accurate? Why are you playing it then? And why are you laughing? You're so that fucking clueless about the case. You're so that clueless that you're going to show Zav Girl, Tyler, I don't know who Tony and the other one was, but I certainly know the other two. And why, Will? Why?
And a dude takes an hour to get there. It's a plainclothes cop. It's like, do they even care? Right?
Well, the plainclothes cop means it was a detective.
No, I mean like a regular, like he's in a police outfit, like a beat cop.
Yeah, exactly, Heels. A plainclothes cop is just that. A cop in street clothes, dressed like an undercover would dress as stupid as you do.
Says the 40-year-old who's wearing a Spider-Man shirt and a hat that's squeezing his head too hard. Okay. And again, I'm not a Dolly fan either.
A beat cop would be wearing a uniform. Those are called uniforms. You know, like people who have jobs would wear. Unreal, dude. Like, unreal, man. Like, and YouTube is just flooded with idiots like this.
Idiots like this, like the Glarer. Watch his next line.
Greedy shitbags who have no common sense on top of it.
And they're drunk, just like the Glarer.
And the real dangerous ones, like, and it's crazy because like Ryan Upchurch is just he's just another form of dangerous.
Now we're getting into it. Now this is the whole reason I went live. It was to prepare you for what you're about to hear in the last 4 minutes.
Right? Because before he came along, it was just there was the smart YouTubers who were doing fucked up shit, which made them really dangerous. And then you
Okay. Please tell me before Ryan came along, because I didn't know Ryan was, swept in and brainwashed the whole community. But what smart ones were doing horrible things? I can't wait to hear this. But he doesn't say. So this is his opinion of his drunk ass opinion of smart YouTubers that did really bad things before Ryan came in. What was that? Please enlighten me.
had the stupid YouTubers who were doing fucked up shit. But
so now you have stupid YouTubers that were doing fucked up shit. But again, he doesn't name any of them.
But people catch on. They can go, well, that person's kind of stupid. And then they're only going to attract stupid people. And then most of the time, they don't really attract a large audience.
What? Okay. There are many big YouTubers that I find stupid. There's many big YouTubers that I don't even understand why they're as big as they are. One of them specifically gets so many lip injections, I literally can't even watch her speak because her lip drives me insane. And Glarer, you know her well. She's got 600,000-700,000 subscribers. That doesn't make her more credible. It just makes her more money. But she's thrown out many, many, many lies. And just because someone has more subscribers doesn't make them more credible. And I don't know why people can't assimilate the two. I've seen YouTubers with very small channels that are 100,000 times more credible than many, many big ones. I find, don't hate me for this, I find Popcorn Planet horrible. Horrible. You want to talk about tragedy pimps? They are the epitome of a tragedy pimp. And they'll only acknowledge you for $24.99. They won't even read Super Chat. They won't read comments unless it's $24.99 or above. How come nobody talks about them? How come nobody ever says that but me? Oh, I know, because people see they have 700,000 subscribers and that makes it okay. To me, it's kind of, you're kind of a tragedy pimp if you are a movie channel and Gabby Petito gets murdered and you get 500,000 subs from it by doing a memorial and everything else. That to me is a definition of a tragedy pimp, just saying. But nobody ever calls that out. Nobody. So don't judge a small channel by how many numbers they have, because there could be other people on at the time. They could share with somebody else. You don't know. But please don't ever judge a channel by numbers. Judge a channel by how they grow. Judge a channel by the things they say. Judge a channel by the person that they are and who they are. Don't ever, if you're judging a channel by how many numbers they have, you're going to be really, really sadly mistaken. Because again, numbers doesn't make you credible. I've seen horrible musicians have big, big channels. Some of the worst songs in the world have millions of views. Does that make it more credible? Absolutely not.
Right? Dolly being the exception to that. But the only reason Dolly is where he's at is because he's been sucking Ryan Upchurch's balls.
Something you wish you were doing, Will. You wish Ryan gave you the opportunity to suck your balls, because you would be sucking them, licking them, going around the asshole and coming back around, and you know it.
So that's the only reason that he's even gotten to the point to where he is now.
Okay, I am no Dolly fan, but Dolly didn't get to where he is because of Ryan. I know you want to believe that. I know you want to believe that everything is because of Ryan. Dolly has done it because he's whacked out, because he's stoned all the time, because he has a funny personality, And he goes on when nobody else is on. And he caters to the overnight people. He caters to the midnight people who can't sleep. If Dolly went on during the day, Dolly wouldn't have taken off like he did. It has nothing to do with Ryan. I'm not even sure Ryan's ever been on his channel. I think he's called in once, twice, but I remember when they met. Dolly was growing long before that. Dolly took off because Dolly found a niche and ran with it. But I know you're so jealous of Dolly, Glarer. I've seen him schedule lives for 3:30 in the morning. Who in the fuck does lives at 3:30 in the morning? Dolly does. So Dolly catered to that audience, catered to that time frame. That's why Dolly has done so well. But if you weren't so jealous of everybody else, you would probably know that, Will. And I mean that. If you just took a minute to know what was going on, and I don't even watch Dolly, and I know this, but thank you, Sea Monkey. But if you would have taken 5 seconds to watch, you would know. So thank you so much. Love you too, Sea Monkey. And if anybody else wants super chat, you go right ahead. And just remember, all tips are appreciated. All super chats are appreciated. All love is appreciated. Most importantly, hit that thumbs up.
And so, stupid likes to hear stupid.
Exactly. Will's entire audience. Stupid likes to hear stupid. You are 100% correct, Will. You probably, just like Dolly caters to the overnight crowd, you probably cater to the loser crowd. You cater to the drunk crowd. Just like Dolly and Ryan have like stoners, you cater to the alcoholics. Not everybody. I'm not calling everyone that watches them an alcoholic. But if, based on what you're saying, logically, the only people that follow you are alcoholics.
You know what I mean? But the smart ones that do fucked up shit, like canceled Karen.
I have no idea what cancel Karen is.
Now, it's debatable whether or not she's smart, but she's well versed. I will give her that. She knows how to sound smart. And she knows how to do it well enough to where she can actually fool intelligent people. The only difference is that she attracts intelligent people who have...
Thank you, Hazelnut. I will never change. Ever, never, never. Exactly, Kathy.
No scruples. So, but now she's canceled, and now she's doing live streams on some other stupid, shitty channel.
Thank you, sweet Carolyn. Oh, it's coming. It's coming in about 1 minute. I promise you, it is coming.
That because her other channel got canceled, and now she's just doing God knows what on something that's getting her 40, maybe to 70 something people in chat at the most.
I happen to turn this on right about now. I didn't know he was ending. This is right about when I turned it on. I don't know how you sound smart. I guess you use big words. I have no idea.
People are on to her shit.
Hey, Rainey.
Once she got canceled, it was just like, okay.
Does anyone know even who that is? Who is canceled Karen? I never even heard of her.
But, so, I mean... These good YouTubers, though, they could have their own respect in their own right, and they're not trying to be journalists. They're not trying to be regarded as journalists. There's really... Who's
he talking about? That he never mentions a name. I want to know who he's talking about.
Good YouTubers out there with really good intentions, and they have a lot of followers.
Oh, Critical K, maybe. You're right. Critical K is cancel Karen. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. Now I get it. All right, Critical K.
And they do a good thing with their channels, and they're not going to get any decent recognition and be able to bring anything to the table because they're never going to be respected by the mainstream.
Says who? Says him? When did you become the Donald Trump of YouTube and who's going to make it and who's not? Tell me. You're just mad because Critical K, you can no longer do videos about her. That's what this is all about. It hit me. That's what it's all about. And for the record, Critical K is very smart. I've had many, many conversations with that woman. Whether you like her or hate her, she happens to be intelligent. Unlike you, Will. If you were intelligent, you would know she was intelligent. She doesn't try to make somebody think she's intelligent. She actually is intelligent. But you wouldn't know that because you're a dumbass.
Because of people like the people that I've covered here tonight. And it's just sad. Because these idiots in this so-called true crime community are making it fucking horrible for everybody. And then you got Upchurch that comes along who's a whole new monster in the whole thing. Because he's famous already. And he has over 3 million people following him.
And Will is so jealous of that. Will he cannot say it enough. Every single day. Here's the thing, Will. Let me teach you a little lesson. Whether you're famous or not famous, they're people. If you ever worked in the entertainment industry, you would know this. They are everyday people. They're not on a pedestal. They're normal fucking people. Hold on one second. Phoenix. I don't know where he went. He is so jealous. And thank you, Sea Monkey. God works in mysterious ways. Yes, it does. But I can't grasp. Hold on. Now he's coming in, I think. Phoenix.
That's me.
Come here.
What?
When did you make that guitar thing? Oh, it's you. Where'd you go?
Nowhere. I just stepped outside.
Oh, I thought you were Phoenix.
I was testing my friend.
Is Phoenix home?
No.
Oh, he's not home yet?
No.
Oh, all right. He is very jelly. Now I lost my train of thought because I was thinking about Phoenix. Oh, hold on. What was I saying? I forgot.
In the whole thing. Because he's famous already.
About being famous. They're everyday people. I know people want to put them on pedestals and they want to make them into they're just people. Ryan Upchurch is a normal, he's somebody's son, he's somebody's brother, he's somebody's uncle, he's somebody's cousin. He's just another person. He shouldn't be put on this pedestal by the Glarer. Like, oh my God, that makes what he says so much more important. No, it doesn't. He's just like, not like you, Glarer, but he's another guy. Like I said, he's somebody's son, he's somebody's sister, he's somebody's brother. He's an everyday person.
And he has over 3 million people following him, and he's making the least sense out of anyone.
Then why do you talk about him all the time? Why do you mention him every single live? Why do you go day after day after day talking about him? And you've mentioned him 10 times in this live. And I've only listened to about 10 minutes of it. And here we go.
And now it's getting to a point to where all the other idiot YouTubers are, I mean, dude, he's taken Laura Perplexed under his wing.
Will, nobody took me under his wing. Ryan never took me under his wing. Please do not ever insult me like that again. And he said something else too. Nobody needs to take me under his wing. If Ryan's sticking up for me against people, against women, because you are a fucking moron that doesn't know the difference between gangbang and an orgy, that's not taking somebody under their wing. I'm not playing guitar. I'm not singing. I'm not looking for a new career. That's not taking somebody under their wing because he stuck up for me against a bunch of fucking idiots. I'm sorry that idiots breed, idiots watch idiots because you watch them. That's not taking somebody under their wing. But it gets worse. It gets worse.
Like, what does that tell you? That should tell you everything that you need to know.
What does that tell you? It tells me that you're a fucking liar and you're a moron. But it gets better.
Right there. And then he thinks that giving her money bothers people like me.
Will, it had nothing to do with you. I know in your narcissistic fucking brain, you think it has to do with you. It doesn't have a goddamn thing to do with you. He doesn't even think about you, Will. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care what you think of. You aren't the one that was talking about it. It had nothing to do with you. I don't know why you think it did. I'm sorry, Will. I'm truly sorry. He doesn't give a fuck about you. He doesn't care what you say. He doesn't care what you think of him. He just doesn't give a fuck. So trust me, what he was talking about had nothing to do with you at all whatsoever.
Because that's the thing is, I don't think like you. No, it doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother you. Why are you bringing it up? Why are you talking about it? You're the only one that's ever talked about it. You said it on Psycho's channel. You said it on your channel. It obviously does bother you because you keep showing how much it bothers you.
I hope Ryan Upchurch gives her all his money. I'm going to laugh my ass off at that. And the funny thing about that, Ryan Upchurch, is Laura's going to be laughing about that too. Because Laura is sitting there thinking the same things that I'm saying, going,
no, I'm not.
I can't believe these stupid motherfuckers are entertaining my shit. Because
Really? I really said that? No, sorry, I never said that.
Laura has been on my channel talking about how she does not give a fuck about crime cases.
That is why I went live. Right there. Please show me, Glarer, when I went on your panel and said I don't give a fuck about crime cases. I will wait. I want to see where I went on your live and said I don't give a fuck about crime cases. Please tell me. Show me that proof, because you're a fucking liar. You talk out of your fucking ass. Show me the proof, Glarer. Send me the clip, post it live, post it on a community page where I say I don't give a fuck about crime cases. It better not be clipped together. It better be a legit fucking clip. I'll wait for it, because I can assure you, if anything like that ever fucking existed, it would have been out there 100 times over. 100 times over. So produce it or shut the fuck up and apologize. I want an apology. How dare you? Fucking dare you pull this bullshit that I said on your panel that I don't give a fuck about crime cases. You lying little dick motherfucker.
She doesn't give a fuck about the victims. She doesn't give a fuck about anything. She's at least honest about it.
I never said that, ever. The only thing I have ever fucking said is that I don't get emotional with cases. That is what I said. And I stick with that. Because once you get emotional with cases, guess what? Your career is done. Like a news reporter, you don't get attached to cases. I do not get attached to cases. I did it once with Making a Murderer. I'll never do it again. You don't, if you're any kind of a fuck of a YouTuber or a reporter or a journalist or a columnist, it doesn't matter. Right? Speech, video, doesn't matter. You don't get attached to cases. If you did, then you wouldn't be able to report on them. Plain and simple. If a reporter, a YouTuber got attached to every single case they did, they would be a fucking basket case. A total basket case. So again, you're going to put something out there, Glarer, back it up, bitch, because you can't. You cannot back up what you just said, because I never, ever said at any point on your panel, my panel, or anybody's fucking panel, I never said that I don't give a shit about crime cases, and I certainly never said I don't care about the victim. Put your money where your mouth is, motherfucker, because that right there, produce that clip, I'll give you fucking $1,000, but you can't produce it. So guess what, bitch? You're going to pay me $1,000 because those words never came out of my fucking mouth in any capacity. You're a fucking low-life liar with a little penis who you just want to suck Ryan's dick as hard as you can. That's what you want. And because you think that Ryan put me under his wing, then you could say whatever the fuck you want. You're just like your buddies. You're a liar. You're a fucking little dick motherfucker. Plain and simple. And I hope you choke on your own dick.
She does not give a fuck. We're talking about somebody who went to a fucking funeral and then took pictures of the casket.
Please show me when I took pictures of the casket. I'll wait. Another fucking lie. And it's funny, though, because what he's talking about was an open memorial in 2019 covering the Mason Sis case, which trial should be shortly. So do me a favor, prove to me, again, where I took pictures of open caskets or caskets. I'll wait. You're a fucking lying little bitch.
And posted them.
I posted them now, so there should be evidence of it, isn't there? There should be tons of evidence, Glarer, right? So go ahead, let's see them. Let's see the evidence, because I don't fucking erase my shit. So let's see the evidence. I'll wait.
Yeah.
Let me drink some more and lie some more so I can tarnish somebody's reputation because I'm jealous that she's friends with somebody that I just wish that I could suck his dick. Right, Glarer? You just want to suck Ryan's dick so bad that you're going to tarnish my name and make up a bunch of fucking lies because that's what you do. Again, the casket thing was Molly, and it was a totally different case. That wasn't me, Glarer. Try again.
But he thinks that that's something that bothers me. I'm like, that's just all you're doing. The more you do, you're just proving my point more and more and more.
The more you open your mouth, you're just proving my point more and more and more and more. Exactly. Molly posted a casket, not Laura. Thank you.
And if you give her all your money, I'm going to be like, this is great.
Why would Ryan give me all his money? I'm just curious. Not only is Ryan 21 years younger than me, Ryan has a fiance. Why would Ryan give me all his money? I'll wait for that answer. This is how insanely jealous this man is. This is how much bigger Ryan's dick is than his. Why would he even say, oh, I hope Ryan gives him all? What do you think? We're fucking married? I mean, holy shit. You would think that me and Ryan are running off into the sunset. Ryan is a YouTube friend, Glarer. Not that it's any of your fucking business, but that's it. We're not running off into the sunset. The kid is young enough to be my son. Ryan is literally young enough to be my son. The thought of even, ew. We're YouTube friends, Glarer, because we share common mentalities. Because we think alike in certain aspects. Because most importantly, we know that a gangbang is a rape. That's why. The one thing we share in common the most are family values. One thing we share in common the most is moms and sons. That's what we share, dude. That's it. You know why Ryan respects me? Because I'm old like his mom. That's why. And I'm cool like his mom. That's why. There's no reason for Ryan to give me all his money. But that's how you think, motherfucker. You're that dumb. And you're that insanely jealous of him. That's why you think like that. You're one sick, jealous motherfucker, little pee-pee.
That's... I hope you and Laura get married and then she divorces you and takes you forever.
Like what? Where are you even getting this from? Like, why would this even come out of your fucking mouth? Like, wow. Just wow. Ew. Ryan's a good-looking kid, but he's, again, I don't fuck with people that's young enough to be my kid. All right? I draw a certain line. 30 and 50? Nah, no thanks. Sorry, 31, 51. Sorry, no thanks. Ew. But I know that that's how you think because you think gangbangs are a porn genre. You're laughing along with people that think gangbangs are a lifestyle. It's a fucking rape, you numbnut. That's what it is. And Ryan, who grew up with great morals and values, know this. I, who grew up in a great family with morals and values, know this. I'm sorry that you grew up trash. You raise your kids like trash because all they see is a drunk dad. If they even talk to you. Last I heard, they don't even fucking talk to you, but we're not going to go there. But, ew. Why would you even say that? Because someone stuck up for me on the internet, now we have to go get married? And I'm going to take all his money? What the fuck is wrong with you? Dude, put down the alcohol, for real.
Everything you have. I swear to God. Like, that would make my fucking day. I would love that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck that you give her money.
But he's only said it 4 times. 4 times now. But first he said he doesn't care, he gives him money because he's too cool. Then he turns around and says, hey, I'll go ahead and I hope they run it. I hope he gives her all her money. I hope he gives her all his money. Then he says, they should get married so he can run off with all of them. What the fuck? Now he says it again. Oh, I don't care if you give her. You obviously do fucking care. You care big time.
I'm just saying that.
I'm just saying, I've only said it 5 times in the last 10 fucking minutes.
You're just showing everybody what you're doing.
And you're just showing everybody that you have a little tiny pee-pee. And you are so jealous of Ryan that you're just showing everyone, Glarer, your pee-pee is that big. That big. That big. Let's say I would say that without the nail. There's your pee-pee. And that's why you're so insanely jealous.
You know, you're showing everybody your logic.
Oh, no, you're showing everyone your logic.
But anyways, guys, I really appreciate you guys taking some time on your Saturday evening to hang out with me. I had a really, really good...
Thank you, lucky one. I agree with you, too. And I said that, too. That it's nice and it's about time that a man stuck up for me somewhere. And the thing is, though, I mean, I can take care of myself. I could stick up for myself. But the fact that Ryan did it and targeted the girl that talks about me every fucking day, it was gold. Oh, no, I didn't hook up with the Glarer. Ew. Exactly. Glarer, I have another Long Island tea. But you see why that pissed me off? Oh, God, did that piss me off. And I was like, I have to go live. I'm so screaming fucking mad. Oh, my God. Whew. Now he can get rid of his ugly ass face and show who he really is. Poor Glarer. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. This boy's a troll. Don't feed the trolls. Now, no, Glarer's not a troll. Oh. There's the Glarer. Right there. I'm glad I had you guys laughing. I'm glad I entertained you. I had to get that out. I was so living pissed. So mad. What creators are 10 to life is aligned with him. People bad mouthing Upchurch is making it's ridiculous. There's another e-begging channel extremely jealous of Upchurch and Laura. I refuse to name it here because that is what they want. So disgusting. Obvious jealous channel is a sick fox. Proof is in the pudding. Can you give me the initials? See, Yarn, I thought of that. Here's the problem, though. If you look at numbers, it's what people want. That's the problem we're having. It's what people want. DCP is also... Who's DCP? Who's DCP? I'm horrible with the initials. I mean, I know some obvious ones. Who's DCP? Hey, B Botanical. Chiller stress may I suggest listening to some good metal one. Oh, absolutely. Thank you, sweet Carolyn. So you want the glare to go? It's just ridiculous. Thank you, Phil. That's what I say. I don't know Dad Challenge podcast. Can you make a video on all these idiot channels so we know which ones stay away from? Hey, Athena. I couldn't believe 10 to Life. So, yeah, 10 to Life's been hooked up with him for a long time. But you know, it's interesting, though. When you have a channel that has 300... I'll give you an example. Look how fast Kurt's channel's growing. Kurt's channel's growing so fast because Ryan is, you know, working with him and everything else, and his channel's growing incredibly quickly. And good for him. I'm not saying I love Kurt. But that's what happens when you hook up with a, you know, a celebrity or someone that's really big. Glarer has like 12,000 subs, and he's been a mod for somebody that has 600,000 subs for a long time. Thank you, Sweet Pea. So I don't, you know, like the 600,000 people that watch her have no desire to sub to him. Thank you, Busted Can. Life is a box of terrible analogies. Hell yeah. I like this channel to find out you're around the block. Maybe I should listen to more locals. Why, you live near me? I adore Kurt. I really, truly do. I cannot say enough nice things about him. I did not think I was going to like him as much as I did. But he's just a good guy. I agree, Katie, and he does. Banned off chats because they said how weird the celebration was. Then create. Oh, that's what I want to talk about, Brian. Thank you for bringing that up. All right. I got to say something here, and I mean this, and this goes to Ryan. Ryan, if you catch any of this or someone close to Ryan catches any of this, I got to say this. You can't blame the creator for what someone on panel said. Because then we would all be held liable for everything. You can only hold the person that said it liable. And you just have to. Like, half the time, Queen Bee is not even listening to people on channel. She's taking care of a kid. She's doing dinner. She's doing laundry. So she may not have even been there to hear it. So you can't really hold the creator liable. Kurt is Captain Kurt Reacts. I will stop bashing Ryan out of... Oh, Yarn, you saw the video though, right? Yeah, I'm a mod for Kurt. Let me go ahead and drop his link. Hold on. Yeah, see, the Kurt has done 2 lives, and he's already at almost 7,000 subs, which means he's gonna bypass the Glarer probably within a week. Literally within a week. He's only done 2, 3, this is his 3rd live. That's what Glarer is jealous of. If they're going through interview, yeah. But that's what I'm saying, Yarn. Like right now, Kurt has 1.7 thousand people watching, and Zav Girl has 2.6 thousand watching. All going through the same stuff that's been covered over and over and over. People are interested. People want to hear it. They want to see it. It just is. I mean, especially Zav Girl. Zav Girl's at 80,000 subs. Like, it's good for her, but she's gained like almost 30,000 subs. People want to hear this case. Because I was going to move on from it, but people want to talk about it in all different capacity. Welcome, Creek Squad. Hey, Creek Squad, who's in Discord? Because I've always, I keep wanting to pop on voice chat, but I don't know who's in there. Anyone in here in Ryan's Discord? You have to cover what your audience wants. I agree, Snooks. That's what I'm saying. You got to look at numbers. Like, people have asked me, well, when are you going to stop covering Kylie? I said, I'm sorry. Someone said to me, when is Zav Girl going to stop covering Kylie? I said, I guess when her numbers drop. But right now, people want to talk about it. Her show on graduation wasn't cool. Yeah, someone came in and lied and said that that the graduation was the graduation had Tony in it. So I'm like, huh? I mean, there's a lot of conspiracies I don't agree with. There's if you listen to Kurt and Ryan long enough, you'll start believing in their stuff. But I'm with Zav Girl. I'm just not. It's sketchy, but I'm not buying it. And it's sketchy, but I'm not buying it. Yeah, she said she didn't sleep last night. She's been on probably 10 hours already today. It's crazy. I've been talking a lot of nonsense lately, though. Seems like her lives are just a big stall waiting for VIP visits. Oh, I don't know. My channel is honest, Lisa. Thank you. Oh, yeah, she's been on since this afternoon. Yeah, I see, Lucky One, that's what I don't understand. I don't understand, and I said this to Kurt yesterday. I don't understand why we're not focusing. Like I don't think, and I said this on Kurt's panel, I don't think that Ryan's wrong. I think his players are wrong. Like, he's going down this rabbit hole of, Ichtmel and Zanime. I think we got the players wrong. I don't think he's wrong with what he's saying, but the players are wrong. We need to change the players. The cops, Sammy, the friends, Jagger. Like, that's to me where we need to focus. But it keeps getting brought back to other places. And like I said, I don't think Ryan's wrong. I just think the players are wrong. But I'll be honest with you, I haven't researched it enough to, look into all these other people. But I think the cops, there's something to it. I think, there's just a lot more to it. Thanks, Cactus. Yeah, I'm the old one of the bunch. Tyler's the baby. Right, Phil? Sammy is definitely involved. I don't care what anyone says. There is too much there, and now Kurt said something today that is possible. Is it possible that Zanime is maybe friends with Sam's mom or something? That would make sense. That I can see. Or, a family member. That I can see. I can explore that. But some of the other stuff, I can't. I just can't. Ryan put Sky in his community. When you get a chance, check out the latest video. The channel is Speak Van Holding. All right, hold on. I honestly, Heather, I go back and forth every day. I don't know anymore. I just don't know anymore. I want to say that it's an accident, but like yesterday on Kurt's panel, we're going through the maps, every map, and I could not figure out why she would have gone the way she went if it was an accident. I looked at every trail. We took every map. We used different scenarios. How did she get in there that way? It was impossible. There was no way to show how she got in that way. It was impossible. She couldn't have gotten in that way. She wouldn't have made a left. And I looked at every different scenario, trying to figure it out, every different way. And I couldn't figure out how she would have made that left to go into the water. What was I just looking for? Now I forgot. What was I just looking for? Hold on. Oh, Ryan's community post. I knew I was going to get something. All right. Ryan. See, this is the problem, okay? Psychobabble, when I go to pull up Ryan, Psychobabble's live. It says Zaname and Ronnie Jones scuba bike to Ichtmel's on Ryan Upchurch's imagination. First of all, this is all Psychobabble's mentality, because Ryan never said that. And I was wondering where this new shit came from. Just Ryan never said that. Community post. All right. Oh, this nefarious actors on scene? That one? Is that who you're talking about? It's nefarious actors on scene? Oh, the Speak Von Holding. Kylie Ronnie killer is Sammy Smith, in my opinion, 2 days ago. We've been through this, though. Like, Ken Kratz totally involved. I agree. Ken Kratz involved. All right, let's check it out. And for the record, for those of you that are new, just so you know, I was actually the very first person to ever call out Sammy publicly. And I got railed for it. Railed. You can't do that. She's a minor. Blah, blah, blah. 5 seconds after the interview, I got railed for it. And then about a couple of days later, everybody started saying it. Thank you, Lisa. Woo, woo. Super sticker trained. Anybody else want to come aboard? Woo, woo. All right, let me go ahead and show this. Whoop. All right.
Creek Ranch Party. I'm talking directly to you. Now, I'm going to roll this video where you made these statements because they contradict one another. And I want to show you by these statements, you suspect number one. So check it out.
I had the last call to her, and I was the last person pretty much who knows what was happening.
Smith got a ride home from the party at the end of the night. She says Rodney was planning to spend the night at the campground.
I know that she was not in the right mindset or state to drive, and if she were to have driven, she wouldn't have made it far. So my concern is that somebody may have offered to drive her home and then didn't take her home.
So this is a common misconception. She was not being driven home and she was not driving. So, okay, at the end of the party when I saw her, she was supposed to give me a ride home because I asked her to give me a ride home because I wanted to stay later. I then realized later in the party that I believe she was drunk, and I knew she was drunk, and so I did not want her to be driving me home because I know about drunk drivers and all that. And so I figured she would be staying there or she would find a ride home because she's a smart girl. She's smart enough to know she's smart. And so then I found her as I was leaving the party. I was making sure to find her to tell her that I had another ride home and that I loved her and I wanted to say bye and for her to have fun at the party. Hey, where are you? Do you still be? I was in the background.
The same way, just that there was somebody else involved because they haven't found a car yet. They've done helicopter searches over across her and all Truckee. Everybody's looking everywhere constantly for her and her car.
Now, Samantha Smith, can you tell me why you stated at one point Kelly Rodney was planning on sleeping at the ranch? Then you said you assumed she would sleep at the ranch or get a ride home. At this point, we know that you are lying. Moreover, you also stated that prior to leaving the party, you made it your business to find her and hug her to tell her to be safe that you was leaving. So at this point, it is alleged that you left while she's still at the party. You also just stated in the clip that I showed that you contacted her after the party. So we already know this had to be by phone call. What time did you contact her? Okay. But here's the problem. You said you contacted her after the party, but yet you said while you was being driven home at 12:36, Kelly Rodney called you and said, hey, where are you? Do you still need a ride? You said, oh, no, I'm already in the car in the passenger seat being driven home. This is 12:36 a.m. You said while you was on the phone with her at this point, you can hear the music and talking at the party. So the party's still going on while you going home.
I'm sorry, Sea Monkey. Woo woo. Do you want to know why I get aggravated? We've covered this 4 weeks ago. I don't have 25,000 views on my video. He does. And he's late to the game. But yeah, we covered all this. Like, we've already gone through every single thing that was wrong with her interview. This is weird.
That is another conflict in the statements you have given. Now, what really troubles me, Samantha Smith, is this. After a while that Kelly Rodney was missing, you and all her purported friends, Kate Kumo, Magdalena Larson, and yourself, stated she was in a party drinking and hanging with her druggy friends. You call these her friends. But yet you already say these guys that showed up with these drugs, these older guys, y'all didn't know them. That's another conflict in what you're saying. Now, as I've been thinking about this since the last 48 hours, this is what I come up with. You claim to have been drinking out the same cup that Kelly Rodney was. So I had to ask myself, what two grown women would drink out the same cup unless one of the individuals had an agenda with that cup? You know how inconvenient it is to be passing a drink back and forth when there's plenty of alcohol there for you to have your own cup? I'll tell you why. You messed up when you said you was drinking out the same cup. You know why? Because she's 16 years old. You're 18. You're not legally able to drink, but you're an adult. So you just asserted, which it can be used as evidence against you, that you was drinking with a minor, providing alcohol to a minor. There is no evidence that Kelly Rodney had alcohol in her car. There's no evidence of that. But now,
yeah, there is. There's a Truly can in her car. There was evidence that it was in the car.
if you host this party, that would mean that you had to be in your own vehicle. Think about it. You grown, hosting a party. Where is your car? You hosting a party. How can you host a party?
Hey,
do you have any refreshments at the party? What did you bring to the party? That's a question that hasn't been answered. But you know what strikes me about this party? Kate Kumo, Magdalene, and you appear to be the only three friends that she purportedly had at the party. But the strange thing about it, it's already known that you wasn't a friend of Kelly Rodney. But yet you claim to have hung with her all throughout the party, drinking out the same cup. What was in that cup? Lean, codeine, and what was in that cup that you felt a need to share with Kelly Rodney? Because you definitely wasn't drinking what was in that cup. The cup was your idea. Because I just can't see why two people would be drinking out the same cup unless one of them had an agenda with the cup. Now, You stated that y'all was going back and forth to the car.
Which one quietly? You mean the Glarer or this guy? I'm sure you mean the Glarer.
To get alcohol and to charge your phones. Here's something that stuck out to me. At 12:33, it is reported that was the last time her phone was ever on. The problem is, since she's been charging her phone at the car, why would her phone go dead? See, that's crucial. That a lot of people really don't understand. At that point, when that phone went dead at 12:33, that is when Kelly Rodney was dead. Somebody knew she was dead, and that's you. And I'm going to tell you how I know it was you, Samantha. You say she called you at 12:36. But that's not possible. And you said, hey, see, you already know she was dead. Look, my theory is this. At this point, you know she's dead.
Thank you, Sweet Pea. Chugga chugga, choo choo.
That's why it's crucial for the police to know who drove you home. And what time did you get home? And I believe that if you did go home, it would be on some of your neighbors' cameras, security cameras. Nobody has mentioned that. This is how I know that whole community is on some bullshit. Ain't nobody asking these real questions.
Thank you, Sweet Pea. Chugga chugga, choo choo.
Who did you ride home with? Samantha. What time did you arrive home? Samantha. Now, you also stated that this party got real scary. Why would Kelly Rodney want to sleep in the woods under these conditions with grown men with drugs and people that's scary at this party in the woods? That don't even sound right. Remember, she's a smart girl, right? But you know when you say, yeah, she's a smart girl, or she's a smart, you indicated that you was highly jealous of this girl. You got a motive. There is a motive. You have a motive. And you know why I know you killed this girl? That you had something to do with it? You uttered a statement in an interview. Somebody else had something to do with it. You say somebody else. You didn't say other people. You said somebody else. Why would you make that statement that somebody else had something to do with it? But at first, y'all was trying to act like maybe she's out by herself somewhere being alone. It don't add up. You know, here's another thing. Over time, when she was missing, y'all started creating this bizarre situation like, or this concept that she was hanging. She had these druggy friends, that these friends that showed up at the party with these drugs was her friends, and that she was hanging with them. I don't buy that. Because, Samantha, you already said that these people that showed up at the party, y'all didn't know. They were scary, and you couldn't believe at the age some of these people was, but you never called the police. You never asked these grown folks to leave your party. Now, here's another interesting thing, Samantha. You said in a interview that, oh, this is another misconception. It was not known that anybody would give her a ride. Hold up. Y'all friends, she's allegedly drunk. But none of y'all gave her a ride?
Dude got a whole shitload of encyclopedias behind him. I didn't even know you could still get encyclopedias. I'm trying to see, like, what's behind him. It's a whole rack of encyclopedias. I can't read the other stuff.
See, there's only one thing that I can get out of what you're saying. You already stated.
99, thank you. But yeah, I threw it up. I've been cleaning all day.
You were the last person to talk to her. And that's true. But see, what got people confused is this, because they're trying to read too much into it. If you were the last person to speak with her, you said this. And the only way a person can say this here is they were the actual last person to speak to her. So it is not possible for anybody under no set of circumstances to say they was the last person. Let me give you an example, Samantha. If my friend John Doe come to my house right now and he leave, 4 hours later, he come up dead. I can only say he left here at this time. After that, I don't know what happened. I can't say that I was the last person to speak with him or to see him unless that was the real case.
The Glarer. That's an example that fits in what he's trying to say. Do you understand the difference between the scenario, the analogies you gave, and that analogy? That's an analogy that fits in together. That is a square that fits into a square hole. Your analogies were a square trying to fit into a circle, a triangle, and a hexagon. This is a real example and a real analogy that fits. You should learn.
So, I don't know how serious Placer County Police Department is taking this here, because I think that they knew that vehicle was down there in that water and they didn't want nobody to find it. That's why they told Adventure with Purpose. They wasted their time when they go there. But Adventure with Purpose says, you know what, we're going to still check that out. And they found it. When they found that, you went on social media. I saw it myself. You said, no, they didn't find it. They didn't find her. that was very odd for a person to come on social media and say this. You know why you said that? Because at the time, you thought they was in Boca. So you knew that she wouldn't be in the Boca Creek out there. You knew that. That's why you said, no, they ain't found her. That's why you said that. Because like I said, you put that car in that water. You, with the help of somebody else, put that car, Kelly Rodney car, in that water. That I stand on. You put that car in that water. See, as you was talking, like I said, I think the police trying to help you cover it up. Because see, if I'm the police out there, I'm talking to you and I want to know these questions as to why did you leave her at that party? And what time did you call her? Because you said when the party was over, you contacted her. How did you do that? And what time was that? But she slipped up when she said Kelly Rodney called her at 12:36. That is the only evidence that I can think of that makes her the murderer. Period. I call you the murderer. I declare you to be the murderer. I ain't got to wait on no autopsy report. Everything you said, if I was the prosecutor, I would charge you. And you know what's wrong with Kelly Rodney's mother? Right now, in my opinion, I just think she's a weak soul. Because guess what? If they really want answers from you, they have to sue you in civil court and it'll come out. See, she needs to sue your jackass and I guarantee you it'll come out. I'm signing off.
Well, alrighty then. Now, one thing I pointed out in members, hold on. And I want to see, I don't know if you guys will see it good enough. Hold on. Hold on. It's got to be in the beginning and I missed it. But I think that's a hit of acid on her tongue. I don't know where it went, but that picture of her in the car, I'm convinced that's a hit of acid. Could be MDMA. It's a hit of paper acid. That's what I'm saying. No, it's not a piercing. Also showed on some of her TikToks. Right there. That is a hit of acid. It's too flat for ecstasy, but that is definitely something. I don't know why she's showing it. See, this is a really good example, though, of seeing shit in a window. Like, this looks like a baby face, and this looks like a pregnant girl with her arms up. It only goes to prove that you can see things in windows that aren't there. Mushrooms and paper acid go hand in. Yeah, that's definitely something, and she's showing it. Yeah. Right there. That is a hit of acid. Yeah, but she wouldn't show a breath mint. She wouldn't show a breath strip. That's what I'm saying. You would only show it if it's like a hit of acid or something. She's showing it, show that she took it. No, it's not ecstasy. It's too flat. Could be fentanyl. I never thought of that. What Brian said, fentanyl patch cut to size. Maybe. See, we don't know when this picture was taken, though. I say it was a tab of acid, too. No, it's not. It's too far back for a tongue piercing. Tongue piercing would be up here. That's way too far back and off-centered. It's not a tongue ring. I don't know. I don't know what a Suboxone strip looks like. It looks like dropping acid to me, too. You can't see that right here? Oh, you can't see the cursor. I think it's bladder acid, too. I don't know if acid's still around. I was kind of wondering the same thing. Oh. Yep. So that is all I have for you guys tonight. Where's my child? So, I'm telling you, I didn't even turn on lights or anything. Just bear me. A strip goes under. Yeah, just say no. But yeah, I keep going back and forth with if it was an accident, if it wasn't an accident, I don't know anymore. I change my mind every day. Literally every day. Thank you, Be Botanical, for being who you are, rocking honestly. Thank you. Chugga chugga, choo choo. Bladder makes most sense. That's what I think. I do. I think it really looks like a acid hit. But Mag said that her and what's her name and Sammy never hung out. However, it's Sammy in this picture. So that's a lie too. She overdosed her and dumped her in the lake. Maybe. So much new info comes out. How could you not question the narrative? Oh, I definitely question the narrative. I just think everybody's got the players wrong. Hey, Candace. You rocked that panel of circle jerkles and a beast yesterday. It was wicked awesome. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, I hope I may entertain you guys. But I'm telling you, I was really fucking pissed. Like, the Glarer is a piece of shit. He's known me long enough. He should know I don't go into anybody's wing. Sorry. And then to lie and say that I said this shit on his panel. Yeah, please show me. Lying ass bitch. Till you came on. Oops, meant to finish my sentence and not sound like a total asshole. Uh-oh. There are too many lies in the case. I don't. All right, DJ, let me respond to that. I love Zav Girl. She's like Tyler to me. She's like the nicer one of me. Like Tyler keeps me sane, makes me not curse. Like that's Tyler. Zav Girl is very similar to Tyler. She doesn't curse. She doesn't like confrontation. So I'm like the evildoer of the three. I could definitely learn a lot from both of them about toning it down, not cursing. So I mean this with all respect when I say this. I thought it was very irresponsible of her to post something like that when deep down she's got to know it's bullshit. And I say that because I don't believe, maybe she does think it's real. But if someone sent something like that to me, I would laugh my ass off. Show me proof. And what's interesting is right after that, she gets trolled about this FBI leak, which how she did not know that was fake, I don't know. The FBI will never leak something, ever. And I feel bad that she got trolled with it. And I think Tyler went through the same thing too. And I really felt bad for them. But I don't know how they did not know this. How do you put out something like that when some random person texts you with no backup to it? I don't understand that. So, oh, you don't think she thought it was real? Oh, I thought she did. Because she was saying how embarrassed she was. Who was the guy that you just... Oh, let me drop the link. I'm sorry. It's on Ryan's community page. Hold on. Here is the video we just watched. That is Speak Von Holding 247. Here's the link. I thought she showed the pic of Jagger putting pants on with Kate and Pick. I don't know, Brian. I don't know about that. But who would have taken that picture? Think about it. If Jagger had no clothes on, who would have taken the picture? You know, I also heard someone say, I don't remember who, that they found it odd that Jagger went there with Kate. Of course Jagger's going to go with the Kate. They were like best friends. So of course they were going to go together. So that I found a little odd too. There is no pic. Okay, thank you. But that's one of the things you say, well, who took the pic? But yeah, all the guy showed was that he's got Kate's snap, but he never saved any Snapchat, which was weird to me. Like, why wouldn't you save a Snapchat? That's why I don't believe any of it. I want proof. I am one of these people. I want proof. Give me proof and we'll talk. But until you give me proof, nah, no good. So, all right, but I'm going to get off now. I want to get back to cleaning. Let me see who's still on. Is Avgirl still on, I think? I think Kurt's still on. Yep, they're both still on. Here's Kurt's link. And then I'll drop Zavgirl's link. Zavgirl's been on for 8 hours. 8 hours. She is fucking insane. 8 hours. She hasn't slept. This is why, oh, I didn't say it. You're right. I will. Thank you, Be Botanical. Dylan, Summer, Kylie, all too many bad people around. Makes it hard to figure out who did it. Bad, evil people, many to them. I totally agree. All right. I got to find someone to do it with. I really haven't said it in a while, have I? Robbie, if you're still here, yes. Not a problem. Aww. That's so sweet. Zav is a beast. I can't believe how long she's been on. Holy crap. I just don't know how she does it. Hey, Pixie. I really don't think I could stay on that long. Not 8 hours. I mean, I've done it, but not every day. Every once in a while. But, all right. I'm going to get off of... Yeah. I'm going to find out where my children are. I think they're at work, actually. Mine gets a little scary. Yeah, I'll probably be over at Kurt's. Yeah, Kurt was on 10 hours yesterday. I'll probably be over at Kurt's because I'm a mod there. And he's brand new, so he needs some help. So that's probably where I'm going to be. Unless it's a repeat, then I will just do my own thing. And who knows, maybe I'll be back later. Doubt it, but you never know. Kurt and Sav need to compete for the longest streams. Joseph, Yarn, Crystal, Sweet Carolyn, Be Botanical. Who else do I have in here? Bonnie, Coffee, Crystal, Joseph, Sweet Carolyn. Did I cover all my mods? Amazing, amazing job tonight. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for being the awesome mods that you are. I could not do this without you. Thank you, subs, for being the awesome subs that you are. And Patreons and members. I'm joining a Patreon. It's about time, Be Botanical. So, all right, yeah, I got to get back to cleaning. I got to eat something. And I'll see you guys later or tomorrow. All right? Have a wonderful night. And peace out. Love you guys. Peace.